Guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to my channel where we talk a lot about feminine energy, menstrual cycle, a lot of the female stuff topics. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna talk about how to deal with the fear. And I totally get it, regardless of who you are, wherever on this planet, you would be having a fear of something or the other. Whether it's a fear of water, fear of falling in love, fear of driving, fear of moving to another country, fear of losing the job, fear of losing a relationship, whatever it is. How to deal with the fear and live the life that you dreamed of. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more such videos. You can visit our website simpledays.com for more cool information. The links are in description box below. You could very well grab the female self-care planner. It's a PDF download that will going to help you take care of yourself as a female. It's based on my experience and knowledge so far. You can very well check it out. The link is in description box below. Anyway, guys, let's talk about how to deal with the fear. I think that the number one way or number one thing to actually deal with the fear is to face the fear. That's the truth. And I know how risky it may sound, how conky it may sound, but that's the truth. You have to face the fear. You have to look at the fear into their eyes like this and tell them who is stronger, you or am. And obviously you are stronger. So face the fear, and that's the number one thing to do there. Now, how are you going to face the fear? So what you have to do first to understand your fear, because when the fear is there, you're going to feel nervous, you're going to feel anxious, you're going to feel desperate, you're going to have all those negative feelings inside of you, because these feelings has somewhat related to the fear behind it. Like there is a layer of the fear, maybe fear of losing someone, that's why you are anxious in your relationship, maybe fear of moving on, maybe fear of feeling lonely, or whatever it is. There must be some fear of something or the other. So journal it out to understand what that fear look like and what is exactly that fear is. After knowing about your fear, okay, I have a fear of this. Now what do you have to do? You have to understand that everyone has a fear. Whether big or small, whether this fear or some other fears or whatever it is, everyone has the fear, because we humans are flawless animals or animals who are having the flaws, and that's normal, that's natural. Okay, you don't have to beat yourself up for that, but the best thing you could do to deal with that fear is to face them. Once understanding and realizing it is the number one way to deal with that, but before any realization you won't be able to do anything. So that's why I keep it as a first step to understand and realize it. The second thing is actually getting the hold of the fear. Now how are you going to do that? What is your fear? Now you need to actually face the fear to actually deal with that. Now, regardless of how big or small that fear is, just take the small baby steps, okay? Because at times when we take a lot of the big steps towards the fear, it might feel risky. It's the small baby steps. Like if you have a fear of living alone, and you are in an abusive relationship and you don't want to get out of it because you have a fear of living alone, then what you could do, you can spend an evening alone. You could spend an entire day alone by yourself. Or you could spend some time in the nature and feel that you're not alone. You have the beautiful things around you, the beautiful nature, animals, plants, trees. Like there are so many things beautiful around you apart from just the beautiful humans. So just take small baby steps towards the fear, like one or two steps at a time. Once you feel comfortable with that, once you feel like you're getting used to it, once you feel like you don't feel any more fear, then take big jumps. Or if you are comfortable in the very beginning to take the big jumps, then probably go for it. But depending on the fear and depending on the frequency or the magnitude of the fear, the things will going to vary. If the fear is quite small, then you can take a big jump and you get comfortable with that. But if the fear is way more bigger and it feels like life-threatening to you, then obviously take small baby steps, because I don't want you to jump into water when you don't even know how to swim, because that's the biggest fear that the person have usually, if they don't know how to swim, because we don't have gills, we can't breathe in water. So taking a small baby steps, and once you're getting comfortable with that, then take a big whole jump into that fear. And along with that, always remind yourself that you always have overcome the fear in your past, so you can overcome the fear this time as well, and you can overcome all the fears of yours in the future as well. Because regardless of something or the other, you always did the things, you always get out of the things, you always learned it. So why not this time? This time as well you can do that. So reminding yourself and appreciating your work, appreciating your hard work is the number one thing to beat the fear. Because when you're facing the fear, even if you are taking small baby steps, if you're not appreciating yourself, if you're not telling yourself you did a great job, you did amazing, you're beautiful, honey, you're amazing, you did an amazing job, I love you. If you don't say that, your mind, your body will going to feel way more fear, because you have overcome the fear but you didn't actually appreciate that. Like if you have a child or if you have a partner and they have overcome a fear or they have overcome something really hard for them, you appreciate them, you said that you did a great job, that's amazing, I love that, congratulations, you appreciate them. Okay, and that give them the self motivation. The thing, same thing you could do with yourself. You can give yourself the self motivation when you overcome the small baby steps, when you overcome the small fear steps. Just appreciate yourself so that your mind and your body will be prepared for that bigger jump that you're going to take next once you have overcome the small baby steps. And then you can take a big jump and then appreciate more and more and more and more, and eventually you're going to be getting out of that fear, because the fear can't be bigger than you. Because you are the universe, you are the source energy in a physical form, you're so powerful, you create your life whether you realize it or not. So no one can create the life for you. You have to realize that. So this fear of yours is being created by you. The fear of anything. The fear is actually when we focus on the future, when we are not focusing on the present. When we are focusing on the present, there is no fear. Because if you are actually consuming this content, that means you are comfortable with wherever you are and you are able to consume this content very well. That means in the present situation, there is no fear. You are satisfied, you are feeling good, you're feeling normal in the present situation. But when you think about the future events, when you think about the future task or things, then it makes you fearful. That means the fear lies in the future. It doesn't lies in the present. And when something lies in the future, that means it has no base. It has no base. It's just been created by yourself. Because we create a reality, we create our future. So whether you're creating a fear or whether you're creating a beautiful life, the choice is yours. So the fear is not there in the present situation. Fear is in the future. And you have the power to change your future. You have the power to recreate your future. So whether you're recreating a fear in the future or whether you're recreating the beautiful life in your future, it all depends on you. But these are some simple baby steps that you could actually do to overcome the fear that I did personally for myself several times in my life when I faced the fear, because I know that the fear is only there in the future. It's not there in the present situation. And when I have the power to recreate my life, to create the reality of my dreams or the reality of my life, then I'm not gonna create the fear. Makes sense? Hopefully you will going to find this content useful. Let me know what you think, and if needed, let me know your comments, questions related to the fear in the comment section below. Also share your own experience regarding dealing with the fear. If you have anyone, I would really love to hear from you, because it will going to help me and other people as well understanding how you have overcome the fear, and we can each other congratulate ourselves and appreciate ourselves for overcoming that fear. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you find it useful. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye guys.